Money plays this crucial role between two people in a relationship, and too often we don't fully understand our spouse or partner's views and habits about money, let alone our own, before getting into a committed relationship. The effects of how couples understand and handle money together can be thought of as yin and yang. Some couples may feel stressed, over-worried, and fearful about money, while others may have feelings of security, love, and mutual understanding. Don't worry if you're feeling a bit like the first. That's why I've created this video, to share tips with my own experiences to help you get on the same page financially with your loved one. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Beasting Your Fire Journey channel. Please make sure to like this video if you found it helpful or insightful. And also, please subscribe for more on our financial freedom journey with tips and tricks. When first getting married to my gorgeous wife, we had many disputes about money. At the time, truth be told, I did not have good money habits. While my wife is great at managing money, I used to be a spender. Over time, my wife took steps to help me change. I was willing to listen, but change didn't come too fast. It took time and effort on both sides. Now I can happily say that we are completely on the same page, and let me tell you, this has made our marriage so much more enjoyable and stronger. So based on my experiences, here are some tips to help you when working on your finances as a couple. First is understand financial backgrounds and be willing to change. Let each person in the relationship share about his or her understanding or background in finance. It's so crucial to learn about how each other were taught money growing up. You'll definitely gain a better understanding of why two different people have different views on money. When I first heard how my parents-in-law handle their money, I began understanding why my wife has such amazing saving and investing habits. Once my wife heard about how my family typically spends money, she understood why I love spending money and buy things that I don't really need. Now I want you to please remember that there is no need to be angry if your spouse has a different financial perspective, because most of the time, those ideas and habits come from the way of being raised or a lack of education. Instead, we should be understanding and helping each other by sharing money stories and explaining the importance of saving and investing. Back when I first got engaged, my wife did not push me to change my poor spending habits all at once. Thank goodness. But she really gave me this better idea of what good personal finance looks like. She shared many stories about how her parents worked so hard to save money and then invested it in real estate and stocks. This is why they're able to freely travel basically anywhere. After hearing my parents-in-law's financial story and seeing how they have such an amazing life, I knew I wanted to change. I'm so grateful that my wife shared her background about finances, because that sparked my desire to learn and change. So remember that being open and willing to change will help you and your spouse in so many ways. Next is to read valuable finance books or watch personal finance videos. You can always subscribe for more here. Had to throw that in. So if you and your spouse have never had any saving, budgeting, or investing ideas since childhood, I highly recommend going out there and reading some very good books or watching videos to help change your financial mindset, which will open up a whole new world. The first financial book I read was, of course, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This book is so amazing. My eyes were opened and a seed was planted for improving my personal finance and investing decisions. So later on, we learned about Dave Ramsey, and my wife started watching these videos on YouTube of him. She would always recommend a good one for me to watch. We both changed so much after watching these videos and learning about the Dave Ramsey baby steps. Now we have zero car debt and a fully funded emergency fund. Through hard work and discipline, I was able to graduate with my MBA student debt-free. Although we don't 100% follow his teachings, because everybody has these different views about finance, in many ways he has really helped our family a lot. You can check out this related video on the Dave Ramsey baby steps. I also include the effectiveness of each baby step in our opinion. The next step is to recognize the impact of bad money decisions. When you get married, everything becomes family-centered. Having stable finances is crucial, especially when little ones come into the picture. If you or your significant other likes to spend money indiscriminately and doesn't like saving money, you should have a serious discussion about how those decisions will impact your family's future. For example, you should both discuss the need to save up an emergency fund, but not only that, it's important to understand the negative consequences that could arise from not having one. When you're in a comfortable environment, it's so easy to just go with the flow and not worry about potential financial setbacks. The truth is, we need to be prepared. Many people have lost their jobs throughout history, and during tough economic times such as the 2008 economic recession and COVID-19. Don't dwell on it, but it's important to think about what the negative consequences could be if you don't have your finances in order. The next tip I want you to keep in mind is honesty and being upfront with each other. Marrying another person, whether you know it or not, means that you're becoming a team. This can be a beautiful and powerful thing that can help you accomplish more with two minds and two hearts working together towards meaningful goals. So make sure that there are no financial secrets in the relationship. If you want to build a stronger relationship and have happier finances, make sure to stay accountable and do not have financial secrets in your relationship. If you and your partner are truly working to becoming on the same page financially, it's important to be completely open and honest with each other. I'm so happy that in my relationship, my wife and I have very open and honest discussions, and we even started these financial discussions before getting engaged. Next is to set financial goals together. One of the best ways to get on the same financial page as your spouse is to take the time to sit down together and make some financial goals. You can discuss together what you want your finances to look like in 5, 10, or even 30 years. Do you want to be completely out of debt? Do you want to save up for your kids' college education fund? Do you want to retire early? The end goal for my wife and I is to achieve FIRE, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. We've been working very hard together as a team to make this goal happen one day through investing, saving, and being wise with our money. So no matter how you feel about it, you and your partner are on the same financial boat. You get to choose the end destination and how fast you will work together to get there. Just remember when you're out at sea, metaphorically speaking, with these financial challenges, that it's important to enjoy your journey together. If a storm or strong tides push you off course, don't get discouraged. Take some time to sit down with your partner and think about how you can realign your goals. Another thought that I love is that goals really motivate us and give us a positive vision for the future. When married couples have the same goal, the same destination in mind, it will strengthen the marriage. On to the next step, budget as a team. After you've set your goals and have the same destination in mind, it's crucial to set a budget together so that you both are controlling your money and have that mindfulness of where your money is going each month. This may seem like a boring or not exciting task, but in reality, a budget is one of the most crucial steps to finding financial success. So try not to stress out about creating a budget and know that it will help you overall. You could start by writing down all of your family's expenses and ensure that both of you have enough money for when those bills are due. After expenses, see how much money you have left over each month that can go towards investing and other things. Another tip that I have is to frequently look through your bank statements together. When checking your finances together, it's so much easier to be on the same page and have that frequent and open communication about where your money goes and how to spend it each month. Another tip is to combine finances. We combined our finances the day after we got engaged. I still remember it was in a Taco Bell at our school, and I gave my debit card to my wife because I knew she was way better at managing money at the time. We also worked together to save for our first house down payment. Combined finances helps a lot. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's financial situation is the same and that everybody should combine finances. Separate finances may work for some couples. Having combined finances goes back to the idea of setting goals together and being a team working towards those financial goals with the same destination in mind. So my wife and I, we call our finances combined because we do everything together as a team. And we both have access to all of our financial accounts. So I touched on open communication, but it's important to have that open communication often as possible. I love it when I hear about or see couples that talk about money and their finances on a daily basis. Right now, my wife and I are semi-retired in China, and every day we have a budget of how much we can spend for me, my wife, and as a family. And it's important to be flexible as well. Sometimes if I go over budget, she'll give me some of hers, or vice versa. It's important too to have that open communication where you share your true feelings about everything going on. And this includes how you hope the other person can improve. So open communication, direct yet loving feedback, and willingness to change. Then, if you or your spouse make a good financial decision, such as not buying something that you don't actually need, don't forget to give them honest and sincere praise. The next tip is L and P, which is love and patience. Unfortunately, we see too many couples fight when the topic of money comes up. In order to get on the same page as your spouse, You must find a healthy way of communicating and use love and patience instead of fighting. Remember that you've been raised differently and have different backgrounds, as mentioned previously. And when showing that love and patience, hearing the other person out, you can definitely get to a happier solution much faster. Another important thing is to not expect your significant other to change immediately. Remember that it can be very difficult to change. So praise the small changes, and those small changes can compound and turn into big changes over time. So I made this fun rule with my wife where every time we fight over finances, we have to kiss or hug each other and have to hold it for 3 seconds. It's incredible what this little act of affection can do to diffuse heated situations. This method works so well for us that we immediately felt better and would laugh together. You can try to use this method or find a similar loving and patient method that can help you. The truth is that life becomes much more difficult when you and your spouse are not on the same page financially. You may feel helpless or even hopeless at times, but hang in there. There is always hope and reasons why you're together. So remember those reasons and start by implementing at least one tip from this video. It's my sincere hope that you can use these tips to build a stronger relationship and become better at saving, budgeting, and investing in your family's future. Last but not least, if you feel like you need additional help, don't be ashamed to ask for it. Whether it's financial counseling or other counseling, it's important to get on the same page with your spouse or partner. So what are some of your favorite ways to get on the same page financially with your partner? Let us know in the comment section below. And I forgot to mention, please subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate you and thank you for your support.